A potentially huge comeback on the way from the Rafters. They were down 8 entering the 7th. They've scored 4 runs in this frame. And this one's ripped up the middle. That gets on through for a single. 1 run will score. Here comes another. And it's a 2-run game here in the 7th. 2-2 count. This one is ripped high in the air towards left field. Giving it chase at the warning track, at the wall. See you later. Booyah! Andre Modugno, his 2nd plate appearance as a Rafter. He sends one over the wall, and it's 3-1 in the bottom of the 3rd.
The Rafters have not had a grand slam this year. Beauchene would be the man to do it, and he sends one out towards left field. This one is going to leave the yard. Booyah! First grand slam of the year for the Rafters. Jake Beauchene has done it, and he has taken the team lead alone with his 7th homer of the year. Tristan Cruisenberry is looking to settle things down here in the top of the 3rd inning. The Rafters trail it 5-2, but Cruisenberry, coming off of 3 straight really good appearances and looking to keep the momentum rolling along, today has not been his best day, but in large part that's due to just such a good offense from the Wausau Woodchucks. The Woodchucks this year, the #1 offense in the Northwoods League in almost every offensive category. And leading off the top of the 3rd, Dom Rodriguez at the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Rodriguez will be followed by Hunter Carlson and Zach Knowlton due up in the top of the 3rd. 3-run lead for the Woodchucks after the Rafters brought back 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Couple of RBIs for the Rafters, 1 from Harrison Garrett, 1 from Mike Monham. Couple of post-All-Star break additions. That pitch misses for ball number 1, a 1-1 count to Rodriguez. And he sends this one to the right side of the infield. Sliding down, the second baseman, Akko, throws it to first and in time for a 4-3 putout to take care of the leadoff man in the 3rd inning. Brings up Hunter Carlson with 1 away and the base is empty. Still a 3-run lead for the Woodchucks. And Carlson, the left-handed hitting DH for the Woodchucks, playing in his 3rd game. He led off the 2nd inning with a single, although he was thrown out at home plate. He sends one high in the air towards center field, running up on it, Beauchene, and he will make the play for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the 3rd inning, and Tristan Cruisenberry looking to cruise through this one. Getting back on the right track, he has retired his last 4 batters in a row after allowing 5 of 6 batters to record hits to start off the 2nd inning. First pitch here to Zach Knowlton, misses outside for ball number 1, and the Woodchucks all just in chunks right there in the 2nd. They scored 4 runs in the 2nd inning. 1-0 count coming home. It is called outside for ball number 2, a 2-0 count. And Cruisenberry, you kind of watch him on the mound, and what you're looking for is just how focused is he and how loose does he look. As the 2-0 count misses upstairs for ball number 3, the looser that he looks, the better he pitches, and that's one of the things that he's told me plenty of times off the air. 3-0 count coming home. It misses low for ball number 4, and a 4-pitch walk there. Cruisenberry shakes his head. That was a tight strike zone there, but something that Cruisenberry's had to deal with throughout the season. He has been all around the strike zone a majority of the time. Hasn't had all too many games with a lot of wild pitches. None in this game so far. First pitch on the way home now to Keegan Jerschley, misses low for ball number 1. Zach Knowlton reached first base for the 2nd time this game after that walk. Pickoff move back to first to make sure that Knowlton doesn't try and take off. Knowlton did come around to score back in the 2nd. Put them up 2-0 on the run that he scored. Now the 1-0 count to Jerschley, misses inside, ball number 2. 2-0 the count. That's 6 straight balls from Tristan Cruisenberry. And no mound visit. A lot of the times you get to see that where the catcher will kind of stand up after 6 straight balls. Harrison Garrett, though, not doing so, as there's a pickoff move back to first base. Garrett, very vocal guy, and talked to him for the pregame show today, and he actually wanted to do the pregame show. He kind of came up to me. He's like, hey, when can I get my chance? 2-0 count coming home. That one is in there for strike number 1, a 2-1 count. And I said, you know what? Today's a great day. You've been on fire, and of course, getting new to the team. Let's introduce the fans to you. Pickoff move back to first and couldn't quite get Knowlton. He got a little bit of a jump there going from first to second, but not quite in time on the pickoff move. Throw back to first base. 2-1 the count. And when I was talking with Garrett in the pregame show, he said his talking helps communication with the team. Grounder over to short. Throw back to first is in time. It's a 6-3 putout. And, well, Garrett made the right decision not to have a mound visit there, as Cruisenberry was able to finish off that inning with back-to-back good pitches and gets the 6-3 ground out to take us through the top of the third. In that third inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-2 Woodchucks here on WFHR Wisconsin Rapids. The Central Wisconsin Mashers, the alternate identity of the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. They trail 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Righty-righty matchup as Schulfer delivers but misses outside for ball number 3. 3-1 the count. And the roster for the Mashers looks a lot different than it did earlier in the season, back when Schulfer pitched on July 4th. See a lot of new faces as the 3-1 count gets a swing and a miss from Beauchene, now a full count. So really, Schulfer's pitched against basically 3 different Rafters teams. First half, early second half, and now late second half. 3-2 count coming home. It's fouled back. Remains 3-2. 7-pitch plate appearance for Jake Beauchene after this next one. And Beauchene trying to work the count here. That's when he does his most damage, it feels like, when he gets late in counts. He's been seeing the ball well as of late. One of the Rafters' best hitters. 3-2 count. It's fouled back once again. He'll see an 8th pitch coming up after this. And the Mashers trying to make a comeback. And this season, Wisconsin Rapids 0-32 when trailing at the end of the 7th inning. They're only down 3 here, but they need to get the offense going as that one misses outside for ball number 4, and a leadoff walk is how you start a comeback. Beauchene trying to get the Mashers offense moving. They have scored 3 runs this game, and all 3 of those runs came back in the 2nd inning. These last 2 innings, however, they've been able to get some base runners. They had a leadoff single in the 7th inning, and they had a 1-out single and a 2-out single in the 6th. Bunt placed down, but goes foul by Kobayashi, and usually a phenomenal bunter, but not able to put that one in fair territory, so it's an 0-1 count. Kobayashi, right-handed hitting right fielder. It's a righty-righty matchup. We'll see if Kobayashi goes back to the bunt. He was practicing it earlier in batting practice today, and he does it every batting practice. Loves to get that in. Runner taking off, but he slipped. Going from first to second doesn't matter, though. Beauchene's got the speed, and even if the tag had been applied, it would have been late. However, the ball did not get picked up by the shortstop, and it's backed up, as that is going to be a stolen base for Jake Beauchene. Now a runner in scoring position, and a 1-1 count. Kobayashi 1 for 3 on the game. He singled his last time up. Has a runner on second here, trying to cut into the 3-run deficit, but swings and misses at the 1-1 count. Now it is 1-2. And with Landon Gaz on deck, Logan Schulfer's really hoping to take care of Kobayashi. Gaz, a very dangerous hitter for Wisconsin Rapids. And the 1-2 count coming home. It gets fouled away by Kobayashi, just able to stay alive on that pitch. Kobayashi turning things around, and he really looks so much more poised at the plate here in the second half than he did in the first, and that's due to just working day in and day out. Kobayashi seemed like he was happy with his production when I talked to him earlier. And Beauchene taking off now, and it's a hit and run as that one's out towards right field. Here comes Beauchene to score, and it's an RBI single for Hiroto Kobayashi. His 2nd hit of the game, and it cuts this deficit down to just 2 runs in the 8th. big-time hit from Kobayashi as he continues to show off the offensive improvement. Brings up Landon Gaz to the plate, but before then, it will be a quick mound visit between Schulfer, the infield, his catcher, and the coaching staff, the pitching coach for the Chinooks, stepping out to the mound to have a whole team chat. Logan Schulfer, not the start to the game that he was hoping for. He had a 1-2 lead in the count on Kobayashi, but Kobayashi just displaying a great piece of hitting, and that's exactly how you show off the hit and run right there. Beauchene was taking off for third and was able to round that after he saw Kobayashi's hit go into right field. Now it's a 6-4 Lakeshore lead, and the tying run at the plate for the Mashers, Landon Gaz. Gaz, the right-handed hitting left fielder. It's a righty-righty matchup, as Gaz is 0 for 3 on the game, but how long can they hold him back for? Kobayashi on first. He's leaning a little bit. First pitch to Gaz, clips the outside edge for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Mentioned how long can you hold back Gaz. He is an on-base machine over the last 18 games. .447 on-base percentage. Started off the season a little bit cold, however, as that one hits the outside edge yet again. 0-2 the count. Schulfer trying to paint the picture of the strike zone. And Landon Gaz going to try and spoil him. Once again, Schulfer leads the count. 0-2, and Kobayashi leaning on first, and he takes off. It's a good take. The throw on down to second. Nobody was covering the bag, and Kobayashi's got a stolen base as the pitch missed for ball number 1.